It's a lot of possibilities, man.
Yeah.
I like not knowing or not being able to guess what the plot is going to be. And honestly, I don't even want to see any more trailers. But you know they're going to release like 3 more of them shits before the movie come out.
Yeah, you know how I feel about that.
I feel like this last trailer, I've seen enough to make me... I already knew I was going to see the movie, of course. But now I'm intrigued. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Cynicism. I'm Eric.
It's your boy Dante, man, and today we're going to be reacting to the new trailer for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, just a little quick discussion because we've seen some things. Man, it's getting crazy. What they fixing?
I want to say, from what I think, it might be repercussions for what he did in No Way Home.
Man, it could be repercussions to every fucking thing at this point.
It's so much multiverse fucking
where the hell
going
Loki
on.
at?
Yeah, right. See, and that's another thing. Originally, I thought it could be in reference to what's going on in the Loki show. But he said that this is because he tried to fix something. So in my opinion, that speaks more to what happened in Spider-Man No Way Home. Because he didn't have anything to do with what happened in the Loki show. That wasn't
I know that. I know he didn't, but I feel like it's ripples of shit pouring into everything now. Yeah. So at this point, we don't know what reality even is anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? What has changed? Because we've only seen minor or minute changes in, you know, just different shows and movies. So we don't know what all is even affected by all of these reality warping events that have happened. It's crazy to even imagine. Like, the possibilities are endless at this point.
Yeah, and they look pretty endless in this trailer. Like, you couldn't make sense of this if you wanted to. Like, it's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, we don't know anything about what the plot of the movie is going to be.
It definitely looks like he's being reprimanded for, I guess, his involvement in some of the time-space manipulation. So we see that Chiwetel Ejiofor, he done came back, he reprising his role. You know, he was trying to get him out the paint in the first movie for the shit he did in the first one. So I know he pissed now.
Oh, we got like some variation of Stark robots walking around here. I don't know if those supposed to be Ultron in another reality or if those are actually Tony Stark's, you know, creation. So I got questions about that. And then the biggest question, when he, I guess, approaches this council. So my theory was this might have been the Illuminati, but I don't know. You know, in the comics, Doctor Strange is part of the Illuminati with Namor and Black Panther and Professor Xavier, which... Was that Professor Xavier?
Sound like Patrick Stewart to me.
That's what people have all but confirmed that is indeed. I mean, it's his voice. Who else talks like him?
Yes.
So, okay, who is this man? Are they going to do the thing that they did with Quicksilver, where he just like a little cameo? Is this going to open the door to the X-Men in that universe? Are they going to be recast? Man, so many questions. Is this just going to be like a little glimpse? Now they have access to the X-Men universe, and that just be it. And then we get introduced to new X-Men in the MCU. It's all kinds of ways you can theorize what's going to happen from here.
I have mixed feelings about that being handled in that way because
I don't want that.
Yeah, me neither.
I want a new.
That's okay, fair enough. And that's what I feel. That's where the mix comes into play. I like the idea that they're trying to introduce the X-Men in this, but of course, if they're going to reboot the franchise, I want it to be all new characters. I want to see Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart. These people have become iconic in those roles, and we appreciate it.
On top of all that.
But exactly, it's like we need new people. But what I will say is that, in the event that this is of course, it's a multiverse situation going on, this could be any, they can clearly play with, this is that Professor Xavier, this isn't, the one that will probably be in the reboot. I think when you usher in a new cast of characters, it brings a newer energy. It's just like when you work at your job for an extended period of time, it's like you start to get kind of complacent, but when they bring new people in, they're excited, they want to be there, you kind of need, reboots need new energy, new folks. I think it's important to do that.
Also, I want to see like X-Men characters more true to their characters. Because as much as I like the old X-Men movies, they were not who they were supposed to be.
Not at all.
Especially Rogue.
I was just about to say, Rogue was the biggest
Iceman.
I will say that version of Beast.
Oh my God.
Was iconic.
He was probably one of the most perfectly cast characters of that whole original trilogy.
I hate the X-Men First Class Beast. I hate, and I love that actor because he's great. But
I like them in First Class, but I feel like the movies after that, he kind of.
I never liked it because they always tried to me, make him like Beast is a sophisticated, very like, just he has a presence. He always seems so angsty and like lacking in confidence to me. I never really liked that.
What do you think Wanda's role would be in this movie?
I can't decide if she's gonna be an antagonist or what.
Neither can they. I feel like it's time for her to be a villain because she keep doing villainous shit and like getting away with it.
Yeah,
and it's like we understand why she's doing it, but it's still fucked up.
Yeah,
it was looking very villainous. The shit she was doing reading that book.
Yeah,
so I don't know
the Scarlet Witch aspect of it. Like I think this is the movie that I think is going to probably define her character from this point forward, and I think they're going to decide who she's going to be in this version of this movie because it seems like they've been hinting at for a while that there's a possibility that the Scarlet Witch part of her personality will become the primary, and that Scarlet Witch part looks to be a bit more on the evil or sinister side. Of course, Wanda's been a villain in the comics and whatnot. From a movie perspective, I think it would hit different if they got somebody that had been an established hero to be a primary villain in one of these future movies. I think that would probably be pretty meaningful. So I'd like to see that.
And I want to see what she do just with the universe in general. Like the way that she gonna warp it and change things.
I was also curious to see, speaking of Wanda, like, we ain't seen that new White Vision yet. So I was thinking that he might
off into the sunset.
I was thinking he might pop up in this. I don't know if he will, but it would make sense if he did.
You think we'll ever see her kids again?
They need to probably bring them back. They might pop up in this. Like I said, a lot of WandaVision stuff might kind of reappear in this movie. This would be the place to do it. And plus, dealing with not only Wanda but multiverse, different versions of reality would make sense to bring some of those characters back. Speaking of the MCU shows on Disney Plus, it seems like some things that happened in the What If show, like with regards to Doctor Strange's character.
Yeah, they got Supreme Strange in there.
Even some of the monsters that I believe were in there look like they reappearing in that shit too.
Oh yeah. He looking real crazy.
Dog. In every incarnation. Like he looks nuts.
Like why he just got this darkness to him. Like it's like what happened? I mean, I know what happened, but it's like I don't know how to describe it, but you know what I'm saying. What they be doing to make him look like?
Yeah,
because it's way creepier to see in live action than it was in the animated show.
I agree. Yeah, they put some dark mascara on their eyes or something, man. He's going to be clearly interacting with different versions of himself, and then who knows what's going to happen to the version that we know. When they said Multiverse of Madness,
this is what I envisioned for sure.
Definitely represents that.
Yeah,
it looked like a madhouse. I don't know what the fuck to
and then we got Ant-Man Quantumania coming out. That's coming out this year too.
That sound like wrestling events. March of Madness, WrestleMania, Quantumania.
I'm just wondering when and how will it all end?
That's what I'm saying.
This shit gonna be going on indefinitely?
It can't. They can't sustain this. This has to somehow.
They making too much money, bro. I just don't see it anytime soon.
Well, not the franchises ending because I agree with you, but this multiverse shit got to come to some type of a conclusion because you can't continue.
It can't conclude. This is one of those plot elements that has endless sustainability.
Yeah, this is a can of worms.
Which can be a good and a bad.
Yeah, once you open this can of worms, it kind of like it can get kind of crazy, and I don't know if they're gonna really. I think they need to grab the reins on this a little bit, depending on how this goes. Spider-Man: No Way Home, of course, dealt with multiverse stuff, but it was very isolated to Spider-Man. It wasn't like the world imploded. This feels like everybody's impacted in what's going on in this movie, so I'm curious to see. But I will say, bro, there has to be, from a viewership standpoint, and I'm only speaking for me, I need them to do something where this comes to a head. It's hard for me to continue to be invested if possibilities are endless. You know what I'm saying? There has to be, it takes away the element of stakes. You could bring back characters, you could bring back, and the comics do that all the time, but from a movie standpoint, I don't know, man. I feel like they kind of back themselves into a corner here.
All right, y'all. That was our little discussion of the recently released Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness trailer. Hope y'all enjoyed that. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. If you have any suggested reviews you'd like to see us do here, please drop a comment below.
Absolutely. And if you guys have seen the new trailer for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, please let us know what you thought. Tell us what you're most anticipating, what you're looking forward to, some of your theories, like, what have you heard, what have you seen? We'd like to know that as well.
Absolutely.
We appreciate y'all, man.
Want to know. Thank y'all.
Yeah. Peace.